Champ, some people were criticizing Ryan's defense in his last fight versus Duarte. They were talking about the shoulder roll. You're the master defensive boxer of all time. What do you think of his defense?
Just my personal opinion. I thought that he took his time. He was patient, more focused. Whoever didn't like his performance, I feel like it was a well-rounded performance. He did what he had to do, went out there, executed the game plan. I'm pretty sure they had a good game plan. He didn't rush. And when it was time to strike, that's what he did.
Right.
In the shoulder roll, only thing he can do is get better. It wasn't bad. At least I didn't think it was bad when I watched the fight.
People were hating. I thought it was great.
That comes with the territory.
Right.
He has to continue to focus on himself, continue to believe in himself, believe in his skills, and
you liked his performance, though?
He's young. He's still growing.
Right.
Still learning.
I don't understand why the heavyweights don't get on the road, yeah? I don't get that.
I just started back. Here. Same movies, don't it never hit the road. Huh? Same movies, you never hit.
And guess what?
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
That felt like 2 minutes. Was it 2? What?
Let's go up.
Time when Floyd Mayweather was actively scouting Ryan Garcia in order to sign him up to Mayweather Promotions. Ryan Garcia is one of the biggest names in the sport, and although he's been inconsistent in recent years, he remains one of the most attractive names in the sport, largely because of his social media fan base. Floyd Mayweather has desperately
Not really, young fighters will take it the wrong way when you say certain things sometimes.
Right.
Even like a while back when it's called divide and conquer. When I talked about
me being
like YouTube, I wasn't talking. I said, listen.
I don't cry about you.
I'm saying if that was his hustle, if he got a lot of followers from wherever he got them from, that's his hustle.
Right.
And he's supposed to say, yo, you can't knock my hustle no matter where I got him from.
Right.
And
the funny thing, I didn't even do YouTube.
No. It's not, no. I think
I done it a little bit.
Social media.
Yeah, but
you still got 1 million on there though.
when it's all said and done, we don't really care about the followers. We care about his performance.
There it is.
He had a little minor setback, major comeback.
Right.
Floyd and Ryan have plenty of respect for one another, and so it doesn't come as a surprise that the two find excuses to hang out. They have been spotted together multiple times over the past few years. Floyd has shared his best-kept secrets from the boxing gym with Ryan, which has helped him grow and become a much better fighter.
Toward Ryan Garcia, who you've been, chirping with for a while now, called you out, says he wants you next.
Of course,
he's going to be fighting in July.
Of course he calls me out now. Of course he calls me out now. Where you been the past 2 years?
Right.
Where you been? And that's cowardly behaviour. Of course he wants it. Oh, what, you want the smoke now? You want to be vocal now? Coward.
So why are you saying that he's being vocal now?
Well, because I've just gone 10 rounds with Regis, probably. But ultimately his performance with Barrios weren't entertaining, weren't exciting. So if he wants to go there, where you been when I've been vocal? You been scared? So it's like, cool, let's run it next, no problem. I'll go in July. Let's go in July.
Even with the cuts, not going to be an issue?
I've got a hyperbaric chamber at home, so that'll heal up lively, and I'll be straight to it.
You have it at home, that's like some Dragon Ball Z stuff.
I invest in my health.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm ready to go. So seriously, July, if he wants it.
We're good. Money.
With these two getting closer over the years, many would assume that Ryan's promoter Oscar De La Hoya would snap and blast Floyd Mayweather for trying to steal his fighter. However, the Golden Boy Promotions founder has had no problems with Ryan going for late-night runs with Floyd. He even went so far as to state that it's great that Floyd can impart his knowledge and help Ryan become a more skillful and talented boxer.
Ooh, yeah, that is being worked on. Me and my team, we're trying to, finalize it and make it happen. It's a fight that I really want. But there's also other options, So if it doesn't get done, we're also looking at Rolly Romero and other, opponents that we can fight. But that fight I would love to make happen. I want that one bad. He's been a little too long. He actually came and confronted me at an event while I was with my wife, and it was just crazy.
Recently?
About 1.5 years ago, and I still remember that. It's like, bro, we're all in suits. Calm down. What are you doing? Like, be professional, buddy. This is like, it reminded me of the movie Southpaw. when he gets confronted and then she ends up getting shot. Like, bro, you need to chill. But yeah, I would love to make that happen, but it's not done yet.
What do you make of him as a fighter?
I think he's a good fighter. He's too aggressive. A little too aggressive.
How so?
He's a little reckless in the ring. But I do think that he has a lot of tenacity, and he makes for a good fight and an entertaining fight every time he steps in the ring. But yeah, I will show him that there's definitely levels to this. And yeah.
Is he 145?
I mean, he's number one, so he's my mandatory.
Right.
So
running with Floyd, and I know that back in the day that just your overall thoughts that he's able to work with the other side promoter after fighting Tank. Is it just a good relationship that after the fights are done?
First of all, if Floyd Mayweather Jr. is actively promoting and is still a promoter, which I'm not sure because Al Heyman doesn't have dates until March. So I don't know what Floyd Mayweather Jr. is doing in the meantime. But look, back in the day in my book, that was a conflict of interest. Back in my day, that was, we might put you on notice because promoters are talking to our fighters or poaching. But I don't think that's the case. I think that it's great that Ryan and Floyd are running together because he can soak up all the knowledge from Floyd. A young kid who can be amongst greats is always a positive for me.
It's no secret that Ryan Garcia doesn't share a great relationship with his promoter. He and Oscar always seem to be feuding before fights. For instance, Ryan slammed boxing legend Bernard Hopkins and De La Hoya for trying to get him beat by Oscar Duarte in 2023. Garcia didn't hesitate as he called out his promoter right in front of his face. It was an awkward moment, but that was one instance where everyone...
Conor, Benn, Ryan Garcia. How do we see that one panning out? Because on paper, that is what should happen next. Suddenly, is that's still not the big landmark name you want, though, is it?
Not for Ryan Garcia, no. I mean, Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, I think Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered. I've got to be honest, I don't think he's got a chance. He's not there yet. And I've said it before, and he gets the ump with me for saying it. But who's he beat? What's he done? Who's his biggest win?
Chris Eubank.
You can't say it's a big win. This guy finished Eubank years ago. And Eubank lost a couple of fights. He got battered by Liam Smith, and that's a level. It's like, what's Eubank done to warrant Conor Benn saying, I'm ready for world titles like this against this guy? I know he's just now become a new world champion, and it'd be a good fight, but for me, I just think Ryan Garcia runs rings around him. I don't know if you agree or disagree.
He might have a new dream. He might have a better dream. If I'm Conor Benn, I'm probably looking at Garcia though as the one for me because it's a bigger fight than the Shakur fight.
Yeah. And more winnable.
And more winnable. So it's more dangerous in some ways, but it's more winnable in others. And I think that's a fight that I would be really excited for. To be honest, I'd really because I think Conor Benn, whether he's limited or unproven in certain ways, he's got an exciting style and he's good to watch, he's fun to watch, and he's coming off a massive high. And he's a much better fighter now than he was a year ago, just through having those two camps, fights, the whole process against Eubank, performing on the highest stage, coming back from a loss to avenge it in a great way. And maybe it might be flattering because Chris Eubank was so finished, but I think the Garcia fight, I think it's a great fight, really.
One thing that's been on my heart is the statements that Bernard made, where he'll decide if I want to finish or if I should continue boxing after this fight. He don't decide that. My coach does, my team does, everybody that grinds with me day in and day out. That's who decides, and ultimately God decides, not him. Nobody was telling him when to stop boxing. Stop boxing at 145, so kudos to him. But he don't determine that. And another thing I want to touch on is, Oscar saying that we misinterpret, what they say. It's plain English. I didn't hear anybody speaking any language I don't know. So it's very clear to me that they're backing this guy to beat me just like they thought he was gonna beat me. He was the next Filipino star. They say he's the next Mexican star. You know what? I put everything into this fight. For the first time, I'm extremely committed in a long time. 2021 was one of the times it kind of broke me. 2022, changed me. 2023 opened my eyes. I'm about to come back for everything. I'm just laser and I'm laser focused. That's where my confidence comes from.
That feud between fighter and promoter is continuing to this day. Even during Ryan's latest press conference for the Conor-Benn fight on September 12th, the WBC welterweight champion threw shade at De La Hoya in front of the cameras. When reporters asked about De La Hoya's involvement in the complex negotiations for the upcoming clash, Garcia...
You know, he's got star character and star qualities. If he's going to make 147, if he's good at the weight, it'll be a good fight. If he has really struggled at the weight, he's going to struggle against Garcia, who is a massive puncher at welterweight with both left and right hooks, notably that left hook. It's a dangerous fight for him. I think it'll deliver all the way to the fight, but I'm afraid I think he'll get knocked out by Ryan Garcia unless he knocks Garcia out himself. I want to see Devin Haney in with Ryan Garcia as well in the rematch. That's a massive fight. But Conor Benn, I've said this before and I will say it again, could end up with 50, 60, 70 million in the bank and never win a world title. And that's an extraordinary thing to say, but it will make him a very successful boxer in this period.
If you're Conor now, is that the fight that you go after and you take next?
Yeah, because it's so big. It's a really big...
At 147?
Yes. Go and take it. Go and have a go at it. Look, he's a big and controversial star here. The Americans love Conor Benn. I've been over there when he's around. They love him. He can saunter in, every chat show. If those two go on Fallon together, they'll be rolling around like Ali and Frazier on the floor in their suits, arguing in their slippery brogues. Everything they do in the build-up to that fight will be box office gold. The fight itself, I favour Garcia in a big way.
Is it the biggest fight outside?
Obviously, Ryan and Conor are up there. Ryan, maybe this is a question for you. What involvement does Oscar De La Hoya have in this fight?
Not a lot, I guess. He said, what does Oscar have involvement with this? I mean, he's part of it, right? Yeah, he's cool.
So, they're co-promoters with Ryan and our company, Ryan Garcia Promotions. So, they're partners with us. That's it.
Ryan's current feud with Oscar stems from when De La Hoya took to Instagram Live to publicly trash the Ryan versus Benn matchup, claiming that absolutely nobody wanted to see this fight and that he would have preferred a Devin Haney.
I know you sparred Conor Benn. How did that go? And they're in a potential talk with fight with Ryan Garcia. How do you think that fight will go down?
I think that fight, based off of how Ryan Garcia just looked in his last fight, I mean, it looks like he beats Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a style that matches what Ryan is good. The style clash favors Ryan Garcia because of his speed, because of his power from the outside. So definitely a tough fight for Conor Benn. Again, based off of Ryan's last fight, I would say 60-40. Ryan Garcia wins that fight, possibly KO, but Conor is very, very tough, and that's what I already knew about him, but I got to see it firsthand when we sparred. He's much more versatile than we saw in the first fight with Eubank. Comes back in a rematch against Eubank. We see the versatility, we see the speed, the foot movement, and things of that nature. Those were the things that I saw in when I sparred with him. Just 4 easy rounds or whatever, which let me know that he could beat Chris. The first fight, I said, man, he just was hyped up. He got caught up in the moment. The second fight, he comes back, and as most of us would, I would have come back much different in the second fight with Kell Brook. You kind of learn some things about your opponent, and you see their speed, their power, and you're more ready for it in the second one.
Yo, what's up, guys? Lots of fake news going around. Okay, so people are posting about the Ryan Garcia fight and Conor Benn fight in Las Vegas, September 12th. But I have yet to be approached about making this fight. We signed a 2-fight deal for Ryan with the Saudis last year. The first fight was with Barrios, and apparently the Saudis have chosen Conor Benn to be Ryan's next opponent. Nobody's asking for this fight. The fans are definitely not wanting this fight. And if it were up to me, I would have picked Devin Haney for the rematch. That's a much bigger fight. But because Turkey owns Zuffa and wants to help them out, he picked Conor Benn. But whatever, that's fine. I mean, look, you can't just make fights without Golden Boy and DAZN. I know Paramount wants the Ryan fight on their network because their regular Zuffa fights do a few thousand views.
Garcia was entirely unamused by his promoter, trying to sabotage his own event's hype. Firing back with brutal honesty, Garcia publicly demanded that De La Hoya stop adding to the chaos, bluntly telling the boxing legend to just collect your check and move on. Garcia openly questioned why a promoter would actively bash an event they are getting paid for.
Issue, but Conor Benn will fight. That's one thing. Like, try and remove, if you can, close your eyes. Try and remove whatever dislike you have for Conor Benn. Just think of the matchup here. And Conor Benn will try and take his head off. Will he be successful at taking his head off? I do not know. But we know, at least we know, he will try and fight to the death. And I'm not mad at it. I think it'll be an exciting fight for as long as it lasts. And then we'll see what happens. I do wonder where it lands. I'm guessing it has to be Zuffa. And you think of the issues that Oscar has with Dana, kind of weird, but I guess, and Ryan obviously is contracted, I believe, still to Oscar. So there is a working relationship. It's funny because we always think that these promoters and managers do not like each other. Where there's money, there's sense, and there's a lot of money in this fight. So yeah, that's a big fight. If that is on Zuffa, that's obviously Zuffa's biggest fight, right? I mean, Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn will open up a lot of eyeballs for Zuffa, a lot of eyeballs. If you're DAZN, you're going to be very upset about that. Very upset. I mean, DAZN have had like all of Ryan's fights pretty much in the last 4 or 5 years, all of them, apart from they even had something along the Gervonta fight. It wasn't just exclusively PBC. The reason I say that is because I was there, and I must have been there for a reason. Was I there? Have I just made that shit up? I feel like I was, but yeah. So they've always been involved in the Ryan Garcia business. The Ryan Garcia business, I guess, has been good for them. But I wonder if they'll be involved in...
If any involvement does Oscar have in this fight?
He's a co-promotion. Golden Boy is a co-promotion with Ryan Garcia Promotions, and we have one more fight with them, so they're going to be part of one more as co-promotion with my promotion. So that's pretty much it.
And that one more fight, that doesn't include this one, right? That's one more after this one?
Yeah, one more after this one, yeah.
Is there any reason why he wasn't on the stage on Saturday at Fanatics Fest?
Oh, I mean, I don't really, I'm not in charge of that. So I don't really know why he wasn't there. I'm not in charge.
Well, one of the big things that a lot of people are looking forward to is, will he be up there with Dana White? They have a long sort of, very friction-like relationship. Will they be up there together?
I have no idea. I mean, if I did, I would tell you, but I have no idea. I just show up wherever I need to be.
One thing that I have said on the show and that I heard was that when you did the Times Square fight, you signed a 2-fight deal with Turkey and the Saudis and Sela, and this fight falls under that, and that's why he's probably not going to be as visible for this particular fight. Is that an accurate thing to say?
Yeah, you could say that. I have obviously Oscar's, I don't know if it's called sold my fights to Sela for 2 fights. I don't really know how that works. I just know that I have one more fight with Turkey.
Does he profit off of this one though?
Of course, yeah. Of course he profits off. Come on now.
So does it bother you when he comes out and says, yo, I don't want to see this fight. This fight doesn't.
It makes no sense. You're getting paid off it. I don't understand why you're talking shit about it. It's like, bro, collect your check and move on. Like, what is the point of that? It makes no sense. You're getting paid. If you're getting paid, why are you talking shit? It makes no sense, bro. And nobody's even mad at you. I haven't even talked shit about him in a long time. I don't understand where that came from. It's like, why are you putting my fight down, bro? Like, I have no problems with you. I still don't. I don't really care. I just don't understand why that. I really don't get it. I don't know the thinking process in that.
Like Oscar got the hint from Ryan, because right after Ryan's interview, Oscar De La Hoya sat down with the boxing star and agreed to his demands regarding the Conor Benn fight. Oscar revealed that everything's going great between him and Ryan, and that they're working together to make the Conor Benn fight.
Oscar, do you have an Oscar, do you have an update on the Ryan Garcia Conor Benn negotiations?
There's no update. I have been hearing rumblings and rumors. Nobody has talked to me. We have obviously the final say because I am Ryan Garcia's promoter. But this is the one thing I can tell you. We work with every promoter out there. even if it has to be Dana White and Zuffa. You know, as much as I hate it, let's go. Why not? Because the fighters want this fight. Ryan wants this fight. He wants to fight Conor Benn. Well, yeah, hey, let's make it happen. This is what boxing is all about. You have to work with the promoters to make these fights happen. So I'm not going to get in the way of it. If that's what Ryan wants, that's what he's going to get. It's a matter of details. It's a matter of making sure that all parties are happy.
At some point, there is going to have to be a conversation between you and the Zuffa people, correct?
Absolutely. Ultimately, there has to be a conversation. And whether they like it or not, we're going to maybe be, on stage together a few feet away. Who knows what might happen? Maybe the press conference will be more exciting than the actual fight because of me and Dana White going at it. Who knows? But I'm ready. You know me.
Esa pregunta te la hago en español, comment section. They don't write in your comments right there? No.
I don't know, brother. Hey, if they do, I'm ready for it, man. Let's go.
Okay, so how is the relationship with Ryan? How would you describe it?
Oh, we had a talk the other day. It's great. It's good. We had a discussion the other day, and I know he said a couple of things on your show and this and that, but we talked to each other. Everything's great. We're gonna make sure that this event is big. We're gonna make sure that Ryan gets what he deserves, that he's treated the way he deserves, and just make sure that he's ready and prepared to go up and take the throne from Conor Benn. I mean, he has no throne, but I'm saying, make sure that he goes out there 100% and beats Conor Benn.
So that's interesting because when I spoke to him, it was last Tuesday. He said he hadn't spoken to you in quite some time. So I'm gathering you spoke to him after that conversation on this show?
It was after the conversation, yeah. This show, he called for a meeting, for a sit-down conversation, which I gladly accepted. I mean, he's a Golden Boy fighter. And so, we just work things out once again. We work things out and, hey, let's be clear here. Let's make sure we don't talk shit to each other. Let's make sure that we make the biggest events happen. And I was all for that, obviously. I mean, I'm a promoter. I want to make sure this big fight is the biggest it can be. And I want to make sure that Ryan Garcia is clear-headed enough to go out there and knock out Conor Benn.
So he called for the chat with you. He wanted it. He initiated it.
Yes.
That's good to hear.
It's good to hear. It's great. I love it. That's the way it should be. Like, look, let's make sure that we're all aligned and make sure that we can just put on the biggest event possible.
Oscar believes the Ryan versus Benn fight will be a massive success with fans from 2 continents filling out the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Oscar predicted over 20,000 British fans alone are expected for this fight. He nevertheless stayed firm on his belief.
One thing that he did say in our chat was that he felt like you were putting the fight down, that you were demoting it, that you were essentially trying to get people not to watch. And then I saw in the comments on the post that we had on Instagram that you said, no, I just feel like the Haney fight is better. And so can you tell us, what is your sentiment towards this fight?
Well, towards this fight, it's going to be massive. Obviously, I would say about 20,000 Brits will probably come over to the US, to Las Vegas on fight week. Reminds me of when I promoted Floyd Mayweather versus Ricky Hatton back in the day. We had about 60,000 Brits who flew over to participate in the activities, and it was such a special event. So I kind of have that feeling now. I think about 20,000 Brits will come over and want to support their very own and Conor Benn. It's going to be a massive event, but look, I feel that this event is going to be a special one. The fact that Ryan Garcia, we've positioned him to take over the September date, which is very important in boxing, and I'm very glad that Ryan Garcia now has the throne.
Okay, but this is a bit of a departure from your initial sentiment, which was the Haney fight is bigger and more interesting.
Oh, no. And everybody will agree with me. The Haney fight obviously is much bigger. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of animosity. Imagine with the father and Devin Haney, and I mean, it would be massive. It would literally be bigger than this. I would assume people would agree with me.
But will it be a better fight? I don't know. Conor Benn is an amazing fighter. He's an action-packed fighter. So my sentiment towards it in the beginning was, yeah, the Haney fight will be bigger.
The September 12th fight is indeed shaping up to be a memorable event. Both boxers have wasted no opportunity in publicly blasting each other. Benn has been riding high during interviews. He's been actively questioning Ryan's heart going into this fight. In one of his interviews, he boldly proclaimed that he intends to make the American quit. Benn.
Speaking of you punching people's heads in, you and Ryan got in it on X the other day. You said he lacks heart and you're gonna make him quit.
Yeah.
You know,
That's not speculation. That's facts. We've seen it. As soon as he gets on top, as soon as he gets a bit rough in there, he don't like it. You know, so I'll go in there and I'll show him. I'll show him what I'm like.
You know, speaking of your heart, you had those 2 incredible fights with Eubank. Talk to me a little bit about what you learned in those fights and what you gained from that.
I learned I could go to the well and back. You know, they were hard fights. They were extremely taxing and challenging, you know, especially up at middleweight. They were hard fights. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're here for, to give the fans, you know, fight of the year kind of fights, you know, and just keeping it moving.
Yeah, I love that fight for you, man.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
You know, going forward, should you get past Ryan, what are your goals in the sport of boxing? Are you going for the Zuka belt? You going for undisputed?
I just got to get this world title. That's it. That's all I'm focused on in a minute. Like, all the rest is noise. Focused on getting that belt.
How do you see this one playing out?
I think I'll knock him out.
What round?
I can't say. I just don't see it going points. I don't see it going points.
Between these two, there is no shortage of reactions from the boxing world. Everyone is fixated on this fight, with a majority picking Garcia over Benn, purely because he's more talented and experienced. Besides, he's the current champion. They don't see how Benn wins against a boxer with a better resume. Hall of Famer Carl Frosch completely ripped
Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia. How do we see that one panning out? Because on paper, that is what should happen next. Suddenly, is that's still not the big landmark name you want, though, is it?
Not for Ryan Garcia, no. I mean, Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, I think Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered. I've got to be honest, I don't think he's got a chance. He's not there yet. And I've said it before, and he gets the ump with me for saying it. But who's he beat? What's he done? Who's his biggest win?
Chris Eubank.
You can't say it's a big win. This guy finished Eubank years ago. And Eubank lost a couple of fights. He got battered by Liam Smith, and that's a level. It's like, what's Eubank done to warrant Conor Benn saying, I'm ready for world titles like this against this guy? I know he's just now become a new world champion, and it'd be a good fight, but for me, I just think Ryan Garcia runs rings around him. I don't know if you agree or disagree.
He might have a new dream. He might have a better dream. If I'm Conor Benn, I'm probably looking at Garcia though as the one for me, because it's a bigger fight than the Shakur fight.
Yeah. And more winnable.
And more winnable. So yeah, it's more dangerous in some ways, but it's more winnable in others. And I think that's a fight that I would be really excited for, to be honest. Because I think Conor Benn, whether he's limited or unproven in certain ways, he's got an exciting style, and he's good to watch. He's fun to watch, and he's coming off a massive high. And he's a much better fighter now than he was a year ago, just through having those 2 camps, fights, the whole process against Eubank, performing on the highest stage, coming back from a loss to avenge it in a great way. And maybe it might be flattering because Chris Eubank was so finished, but I think the Garcia fight, I think it's a great fight, really.
The entire world is counting the British challenger out. Boxing legend Terence Crawford completely flipped the script. The undefeated pound-for-pound king is aggressively calling for the upset. Crawford insists that Garcia might have the edge in experience, but Benn's sheer size.
Seems like Ryan versus Conor. That's what it seems like. How do you think that fight goes?
I think that's a good fight. I think, of course, Ryan got the experience, but I think Conor got the size and the power, and I think that it's going to be an interesting fight moving forward.
Okay. Do you have a pick?
I'm going to go with Conor.
Really?
I'm going to go with Conor.
For real?
I think you're gonna upset him.
Wow. Not a lot of people picking Conor.
I'm gonna pick him just cause.
Just
I'm
cause?
gonna go out there.
All right.
And pick him.
Wow.
The boxing world is heavily favoring Ryan Garcia to win this fight. However, the experts aren't sure which version of Ryan to expect. Nevertheless, Ryan is determined to put an end to Benn's career. For him, losing this fight isn't an option. We'd love to hear from you though. Who do you want to see winning this one? Drop your predictions in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a